right, you guys. Well, I am so fired up because Stephen Whitwell was just in town for the last 3 nights, and I'm telling you what, it was an amazing 3 days. But anytime you go to an AdvoCare event, I don't know about you guys, but there's always like one thing that really sticks out. And for me, what Stephen shared has absolutely just changed just our future, and how we're going to be working our business. So I'm really excited to share that with you. And what that is he shared this. He said, you know what? You can plug into all the trainings, all the webinars, go to mixers, take the products, have your success school ticket. You can do all of those things, but if you're not talking to people, you're not going to find success in AdvoCare. And if you're not getting people through the success system, you're not going to find success in AdvoCare. And that just really resonated with me because it takes me back to the beginning of our journey. And that's exactly what we did. We kept it very super simple. And every day I employed myself and I made a point, to share AdvoCare with 5 people a day. And I would keep a little chart, and I really employed myself in reaching a consistent amount of people every single day. And even though Brett and I are diamonds, I just feel like we've kind of lost our way a little bit with recruiting. And that kind of ties into the second thing that he said. And he said, are you telling people what to do all the time as leaders? Or are you showing them and doing these things yourself and leading from the front? And, it's been on my heart for a while that Brett and I need to be role models and showing you our recruiting. And so that all starts again today. And so I am really excited because I kind of went back to the beginning. And I've come up with some tools here that I'll try to share here in a minute that I think are going to help Brett and I, and hopefully help you kind of keep a system, and really hold yourself accountable and employing yourself every single day and talking to people, because that's what's going to propel your business forward. So I want to share 3 quick stories because today, it's September 18th, 2014, and today I shared AdvoCare with 3 people. And so I'm going to kind of quickly run through those scenarios and then hopefully get to my organizational system. All right? So the first person, and I'm not going to necessarily give names, but I'm just going to kind of give you a little bit of information, was our waitress on Monday night. And it's a big, long story, but I had 4 kids with me. It was crazy, and it wasn't really convenient to share AdvoCare, but we were asking her questions and found out, that she has 2 small children and she just moved back into town. And there was just something about her, a presence. And my rule of thumb in AdvoCare, and in life is just don't listen to your head, because my head was talking me out of sharing AdvoCare that night because my kids were being bad and I just wanted to get home. But my heart said, share AdvoCare with this lady. She was going to nursing school and she just really sounded like she had a need for hope. Shared AdvoCare with her, gave her a spark, left her another one for the next day, gave her an Impact magazine, took out my Sharpie and wrote all the information, contact information on the back, asked for her information, and sure enough, that night, Monday night, she messaged me on Facebook. But today, I set up a call, and we've been messaging the last couple days, but today I got her on the call with somebody who has such a similar journey. And I'm just so excited. We're still kind of in the works here. And I'm going to be talking to her again tomorrow, and I've invited her to our mixer Sunday night. So that's the first person. The second person is a lady that messaged me on my microsite. Don't know who she is. She must have found me, at advocare.com looking for people in the area, and she messaged me. I made sure that I got back to her right away. And, emailed her, and she has since emailed me back today. And so we're kind of, just going back and forth in the beginning part of that process. The third person is a girl that I met on the plane on the way home from Destin on Sunday night. And again, I was tired. I didn't feel like talking, but here she is right next to me. And it started with a simple question. So where are you going? Where are you from? As soon as she said New York City, I was like, oh, New York, oh my gosh. I took my son Blake there and just kind of worked in our story and, shared a spark with her, left her a sample to have the next day. She drinks coffee, she goes to exercise classes, and she was definitely intrigued when I, kind of dropped the income opportunity as well. So she gave me her email. I gave her, you know, an Impact magazine. And sorry, that's the timer. Brett is going to turn that off so that we don't have to redo this video. Come on, Brett, you can do it. Hurry up, hit the timer. Awesome. I don't want to redo these 5 minutes. But anyway, so just super excited. Have her information. So today I sent her, you know, that email. It's been a couple days. I'm ashamed to admit, follow-up is one of my things I'm definitely working on. But one thing I wanted Brett to kind of show you, when I do my emails, I always pull in the stationery option from my email, and I always like to give a picture of our family to make it real personable. And it was just real simple. You know, dear Jen, it was great chatting with you on the plane ride, kind of reconnecting. I'm so jealous that you live in New York. You know, just kind of gave her the Work with Champions site. Told her that I would love to get her on the phone with my friend Ty Miller, who's my leader, you know, who's also had a business background like Jen does. So excited. We'll see what happens with that. But lastly, just real quick, I want to wrap this up. I want you to know I'm going to be doing this every day. I'm going to be holding myself accountable and sharing with people every single day and modeling that for you. And I'm going to be making these little videos, and I'm going to be posting them in my group to hold myself accountable, but more importantly, to help you understand how I'm finding these people and giving you some hints on how to help you find people. And so again, you know, I've got a little system here, and I don't want my phone to run out of memory, so I'm going to be quick. But, you know, these are all going to be uploaded into the group. But my first one is, who am I talking to? Okay? And so I just came up with this little chart. You know, who are the people, the 3 people I just talked about? They're on this chart. And it's kind of working through the success system and where we're at. The second one, and actually this probably should have gone before that, but what's my prospect list? You know, who are the people I have on my heart to share AdvoCare with, and the different attempts, you know, that I've got to. Now, I'll tell you, my prospect list is in this baggie. I have not transferred them yet. But these are all the people that I've shared with, or that I have on my heart, different lists that need to be merged and organized on here. The next one is my 24-day challenge follow-up chart. I'm happy to say, because we got intentional last pay period with recruiting, we actually have 2 people on the challenge right now. I'm super excited. So I have their names, what their weight loss goal is, which I need to fill in, their start date, and then I've got some days here across the top just to make sure I've checked in on them, you know. So yeah, I checked in on day 1, check, day 4, check, just to help keep everything organized. For me, this is what works. The last one is, the fortune is in the follow-up. And, you know, I love this. Only 2% of people in sales circle back around 5 or more times. And I say this all the time. Jason Miller, my mentor and sponsor, followed up 12 times before we said yes. So I am so blessed for that. I told him no 12 times. And so know that there are going to be people that it might take you a year or 2 years. So that's why you can't ever quit, okay? So this is the people that, like, they've told you no, or the communication has stopped. And so keep track of that